Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you live tonight, talking about none other than what has taken over WWE's social networking, Southpaw Regional Wrestling. This, honestly, is the best ad campaign that WWE has ever come up with. I hope that other people out there are not as confused as me. This first started getting tweeted out about Wednesday, was to check the WWE Network on Friday, that they were going to be uploading the long-lost VHS tape of Southpaw Regional Wrestling. This is a tape that was found deep in the archives of the WWE tape library and was going to expose this small regional promotion that was going up against, in Tex Ferguson's words, trying to go up against Vince. This is something that honestly is a really, really good idea. It turns out that it was only uploaded onto YouTube. I have a feeling that this might have been something that WWE actually was shooting for the WWE Network, maybe trying to make some sort of episodes to do, and then maybe pull the plug with it maybe being too expensive or taking up too much time or any other sort of reasons. But this is basically uploaded as four, there you go, four like the Horseman, separate videos that if you watch in a combination, like on a playlist, take up an average of about 30 minutes. And I will tell you that this is a lot like something you would find on Adult Swim or something like Late Night on Comedy Central. This is not John Cena. This is not Vondango. This is not who else was in there? You got Machine Gun Carl Anderson. You've got Luke Gallows. You've got Heath Slater. You've got Lana, you've got Rusev, and there's a few other guys that honestly, I don't even know who they are. Oh, the one guy that was the champion was the guy from the Vaudevillains that I haven't seen honestly in a long time. But this is awesome. Even if it only comes out to being just a KFC commercial, which it is now, I want to see more. And I know there's people out there making, jokes that they cared more about Southpaw Regional Wrestling, that they did WrestleMania, than they did Monday Night Raw, than they did SmackDown. I can honestly say that the hype was there. I really did care about this. I did try to find it on the network last night, was unsuccessful, so I saved it because I didn't want to watch it on my phone. And I ended up watching something else on the network last night to fall asleep to. I watched it on YouTube, and it only took up about 30 minutes. Honestly, by the end of the 30 minutes, I might have been a little bit tired of it, and I might have been done with it. But I think that honestly, if they made it into a 20 to 25 minute WWE Network show with a few, KFC commercials in the middle of it, I would watch, and I would love it, and I think it would be great. But, there's some really good shit in there. Chris Jericho is the announcer. He won't let go of the microphone as he's interviewing people, which is an old, sort of joke against Mean Gene Okerlund. John Cena basically plays, some people have said he's trying to play Gordon Solie from the NWA, WCW days. Probably one of the most, I don't want to say he's one of the most famous announcers, but honestly, in my opinion, one of the most best announcers, probably one of the most credible announcers. If you've ever heard that voice, it sort of sticks with wrestling. A lot of the people who came in during the Attitude Era, think of JR as one of the best announcers of all time. Even though I didn't watch him all the time, for as far as credibility and, when something good is going down, even though he never did a WrestleMania, Gordon Solie's, he's up there. And he really is. For anybody who hasn't seen this stuff, honestly, what steals the show to me is Tex Ferguson, who is a.k.a. Sex Ferguson, who is a character that was made up by Luke Gallows. If you've ever seen the Wrestling Road Diaries 2, if you haven't, go out of your way and make sure you see this. Colt Cabana was uploading clips of this today onto YouTube, but they do not do it justice. Go out of your way, give Colt Cabana the $20 for the DVD. it's different. I haven't seen Wrestling Road Diaries 3, but Wrestling Road Diaries is a serious documentary. Wrestling Road Diaries 2 is them just sort of fucking around with Colt, Luke Gallows, and Cliff Compton. The third one I haven't seen yet, with the dude from TNA and a guy that I don't even know who the hell he is, but that just looks like beyond the point of comedy. But Sex Ferguson was changed to Tex Ferguson to be a little bit more politically correct. He is having some trouble building up for the big lethal leap year against Chad Too Bad, who looks like he's basically trying to rip off Doc Hendricks with the big flowing blonde hair and the sunglasses. Just basically haunting him. By the time these are over, Tex Ferguson has been attacked. Chad Too Bad has paid off Bad News Allen, Freddie Blassie, and Greg the Hammer Valentine to take out not one, but both of Tex Ferguson's eyes, and Greg the Hammer Valentine put Tex Ferguson in an arm lock for over 2 hours, and his arm went out. So that stuff was really, really good. Jericho is doing interviews with people. They're building up to Rusev's character. I don't want to say his name was like Bam Bam or Big Bam or something like that. He's going up against the Banker in a match which is signed with the contract. But it ends up being that the Banker is going to be substituted out by a sea monster whose name is Sea Monster. But we'll have to see. I really want to see more from this. I really think that it was good. I thought it was beyond the point of awesome. Like I said, don't go an hour. But if they did 20 to 25 minutes, and I'm looking through tweets right now because I'm trying to find out what Rusev's name was. The dudes that pop up as the future tag team coming to Southpaw Regional Wrestling is actually the Ascension dressed up, which is beyond the point of crazy. Because like I said, there's people in this that I honestly have no clue who they are. I want to see more of Chet Cheddarfield. I want to see more of the John Cena, Gordon Soley, and beyond the point of anything, Big Bartholomew is Rusev's name. So fun stuff. Can't go wrong. KFC, thank you for doing this for WWE. WWE, find a way to bring this to the network and make your fans happy. We all laughed our asses off.